Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? In this video, I'm going to be taking you through 5 smartest ways in which you can grow your 200,000 naira here in Nigeria. The number 4 is really very attractive investments that I will not want you to miss. So if you are interested, stick around and watch this content till that number 4. The first smartest way in which you can invest your 200,000 here in Nigeria is to invest in mutual funds. Most of us are familiar with mutual funds. Yes, and I've made a very comprehensive content on how you can invest in mutual funds as a beginner. You can check it out on my channel. That will help you to know the registration process, those documents you will need in the registration process, how you're going to be linking your account, how you're going to be funding your account, and to start investment immediately. You can even start with a little amount as 5,000 naira, 1,000 naira. You can imagine if you invest 200,000 naira into mutual funds, you will be surprised the amount that you are going to be getting from it. Meanwhile, let me just take you through some little things that you need to know about mutual funds. Mutual fund is a pool of investment where various investors bring in their funds to invest, and it is being managed by professionals. It is licensed by SEC. That is the interesting thing about it. So you are rest assured that your investment is safe. How do you invest in mutual funds? First, you need to open a brokerage account, and one of the broker is Free Invest. We have Stanbic IBTC mutual fund. We have so many. We have Cowrywise. The dividend is usually paid quarterly, and after the period of a year, you can decide to sell the mutual fund and get back your money. So it is all up to you. It all depends on what you actually want. The first thing you must take note is that ensure you know your investment goal. Is it for a short period of time or is for a long time, the investment that you intend to go into? So that will also determine the amount you will want to invest into it. Another smartest way in which you can invest your 200,000 naira in Nigeria is to invest in stocks. Most of us are familiar with stocks, which is also known as shares. And if you want to venture into any stocks, please take note of this. I mentioned this in one of my content where I talked about Sterling Bank's shares at 7 naira, what you have not been told. You need to consider some of these things before you even venture into buying any stocks. You need to know the liquidity of that shares. If today you decide you want to sell the shares, are you going to get a buyer to buy it? How fast will you get that buyer to buy it? These are the things you should consider before you venture into buying stocks. So stocks is one of the smartest area where you can invest your 200,000 naira here in Nigeria. And if you are going to be investing in stocks, ensure that the companies that you are going to be considering are listed in the Nigerian Stock Exchange market. If you would like to invest in stocks, then you can also let me know on the comment section. I will also provide you with a list of companies that you can invest into. The third one is the real estate investment trust. You can venture into this investment without you owning a home. You don't need to have a house. You don't need to own a house before you can venture into this. Now, this real estate investment fund, there are 3 of them. We have the hybrid, we have the mortgage, we have the equity. So I will not want to bore you with detailed explanation on that. What matters more is how does it really work. But if you want to get details about these types, you can also let me know on the comment section, because I will not want this content to be long. Now, how does the real estate investment trust, how does it work? First, you will need to open a brokerage account. These are some of the stockbrokers that you can consider. We have the Stanbic IBTC, we have the Meristem Securities, we have the ARM Securities. So you can consider any one of these if you want to invest into the real estate investment trust. The fourth one is the high yield savings account. This particular high yield savings account I'll be explaining to you gives 21.6% returns per annum of that amount which you have invested within that period of time. Unlike other ones that you might get 10%, 12%, but this particular one you're going to be getting 21.6%. And the interesting thing about this particular high yield savings is that you will get your interest upfront. It will be paid immediately you make your investment. So I will take you through the process.
As you can see on the screen, this was my wallet balance before I made the investment, the smart savings. So the amount there is 712 naira 62 kobo. So I want you to take note of this balance before the transaction was made. So I made a savings of 200,000 naira. You can see it there. I funded my wallet with 200,000, and that was what gave me that interest. The actual interest I got was 43,200 naira. You can see it here. Total interest earned. And this is for a year. The interest rate there is 21.6 per annum. If you look at the screen carefully, you will see it there. 21.6 per annum. If you calculate it, 21.6% of 200,000 will give you 43,200 naira. It was the following month, and I paid another 200,000, and it gave me that 42,000 naira, because at that point it was not a complete year, it was like 11 months. So that is what I do to grow my wealth. I do it as a target to 200,000 naira every month. It's like a form of top up. So the first 200,000 I save gave me 43,000 naira 200. 43,000 naira 200. So it gave me that amount of money at the first installment. That is the first payment. So next month again I made that same 200,000. You can decide to save any amount of money of your choice, and it is not a must that you must save every month just the same way I do my own. You can just save once for a year, and that is all. After that year you get your money at the end of the year, but your interest will be paid to you immediately. That is the interesting thing about it. So it is a form of term deposit, form of fixed deposit. So the moment you pay that money to your account, it is being locked, but your interest, your 21.6% of that amount you have fixed, will be paid to you immediately. So I will show you how I was able to withdraw that 42,000, which is for my second payment. So I'm going to show you that on this same video. Let me know if you are getting value from this content. Please do not forget to like and also to share this content to other people. Thank you for your time. Remember, I showed you my wallet balance before the transaction. So it was 712 naira 62 kobo, right? So now you can see additional 42,000 naira, which was my interest that I earned from the second installment. Please, I want you to get it right. My first interest I got was 43,200. So the second interest I got, that is for the second 200,000 I top up, was where I got 42,000. I didn't take the screenshot of that first interest, so that is why I'm using this one to explain it. So the extra 42,000 has been added to it. Immediately you lock that 200,000, you will just get your 42,000 funded to your wallet. Now I'm going to be showing you how I was able to withdraw it from here, because your bank account will be linked to this app. So the moment you have any fund there, you can immediately send it, transfer it to your bank account that you linked to this app. So, and also I will take you through the registration process also. So stick around and watch this video to the end if you are interested. So this was how I withdraw the money from the wallet to my bank account. So if you look at, there's a short note there. I don't know if you can see it, but let me read it out. Funds withdrawn will be sent to your bank account. you can only withdraw once in every 8 hours. So if you want to make withdrawal, you can only make withdrawal in once in 8 hours. So after another 8 hours, you can make another withdrawal. It's just a way of protecting your account. So during the process of registration, you are going to link your bank account to it, so that if you want to withdraw money from here, you can easily withdraw your money from here. You just go ahead, enter the amount just as you see there, then you now select the bank. You can even add 2 banks. If you have 2 bank accounts, you can add it. Then you make choice, you select from the drop down arrow by the side there, you click and you will now select the bank where you want to pay in the money, and you click on continue. So it's as simple as that. So if you look at the screen, you can see the success there. Success. Your withdrawal of 42,000 naira is being processed. So the moment it finished processing, you click on proceed, and immediately you check your account, you will see the value in your bank account. So that is it.
Lastly is the food business. One interesting thing about the food business is that it's very broad. We have variety areas, we have various areas in which you can invest your money into food business. You can decide to go into animal farming, you can decide to go into crop farming, you can decide to go into buying and selling, you can decide to go into hoarding, you can decide to go into exportations. So it all depends on you, whatever business you intend to go into that surround food business. You can even decide to own a restaurant, you can decide to have eatery, you can decide to have bakery. So it has, so just as I said, it's very broad. It's very broad. It covers a lot of area that you can venture into. So any area at all that you are interested, let me also know on the comment section. And if you are new here on this channel, I give out free tips on how you can grow your finance, and I also feature breakthrough prayers by Apostle Joshua Selma, and we have a finance community where you can also grow your wealth as a group. So if you are interested, click on join and follow the necessary instructions there. And I hope to see you again in my next video.